Business is picking up for another industry. Many car dealerships say they're experiencing a surge of sales right now.
These cars are flying off lots, the hottest vehicles of 2025. While some dealerships are drowning in unwanted inventory, others can't keep vehicles on their lots for more than a few days. Welcome to the other side of America's polarized car market, where certain models are so hot that they're often sold before they even arrive at the dealership. In July 2025, the contrast between automotive winners and losers has never been more stark. Some cars sit collecting dust for over a year, while others, the ones we're talking about today, are creating waiting lists and selling at record pace. What makes these vehicles so desirable? And what does their success tell us about the future of the auto industry? But here's what most car buyers don't realize. This hot market isn't random chance or just good marketing. The data reveals a clear pattern of which vehicles succeed in today's market. And the answer might surprise you. It's not just about price point or vehicle type. In fact, the market is split into two distinct segments that defy conventional wisdom. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why some vehicles are impossible to find while others sit unwanted on dealer lots, and how you can use this knowledge to make better car buying decisions, whether you're shopping for one of these hot models or trying to find a hidden deal elsewhere. What are the vehicles that dealerships simply cannot keep in stock in 2025? Why are they selling so quickly? And what does this tell us about the changing preferences of American car buyers? What's most surprising is that price, drivetrain, or body type isn't what separates winners from losers. It's perceived reliability. And the data is stunning. When we look at the fastest selling vehicles in America, 9 out of 10 come from brands ranked in the top 5 for reliability in major consumer surveys. Meanwhile, the slowest selling vehicles disproportionately come from brands with below average reliability ratings. As we go through this list, you'll see this pattern emerge with striking clarity. Before we dive into the list, let's understand what we're measuring. When we talk about the fastest selling vehicles, we're using a metric called market day supply. This represents how many days it would take to sell all current inventory at the current sales rate. The lower this number, the hotter the vehicle. And some of these numbers are truly impressive. For context, a healthy market day supply typically ranges from 45 to 60 days. During inventory shortages like we saw in 2021 and 2022, this number dropped to the teens for many popular models. What we're seeing now is a bifurcated market where some vehicles have day supplies exceeding 400, meaning it would take well over a year to sell the current inventory, while others are selling so quickly that their official day supply numbers may actually understate their popularity, as many are pre-sold before they even reach the dealership. Number 10. Toyota Corolla Sedan, 34 days supply. Starting our countdown at number 10 is the Toyota Corolla Sedan. With a 34-day supply, there are 24,649 Corollas for sale nationwide, yet an impressive 33,072 have sold in the past 45 days. With an average transaction price of $25,657, the Corolla represents attainable, reliable transportation, a combination that's clearly resonating with buyers. What's particularly noteworthy is that the 34-day supply figure likely overstates actual availability. Industry insiders suggest many of these Corollas are already spoken for, pre-sold to customers who are simply waiting for their vehicle to arrive at the dealership. The true availability might be closer to a 10-day supply, making the Corolla even hotter than the official numbers suggest. The Corolla's success contradicts the narrative that sedans are dying. While the body style has lost market share to crossovers and SUVs over the past decade, Toyota's commitment to the sedan format continues to pay dividends, especially as fuel prices and affordability concerns push some buyers back toward more efficient options. But more importantly, it demonstrates how Toyota's legendary reliability reputation translates directly to sales velocity, the first clear example of our reliability pattern. Number 9. Cadillac Escalade ESV, 33 days supply. In a striking contrast to the affordable Corolla, the number 9 spot belongs to the Cadillac Escalade ESV, a luxury behemoth with a price tag to match. With a 33-day supply, there are just 1,377 Escalade ESVs available nationwide, while nearly 1,900 have sold in the past 45 days. And here's the kicker. They're selling briskly despite an average transaction price of $124,000. The Escalade ESV's presence on this list demonstrates an important truth about today's market. Price sensitivity varies dramatically by segment. While many mainstream buyers are feeling the pinch of inflation and high interest rates, the luxury SUV market remains remarkably robust. Cadillac has positioned the Escalade ESV as the ultimate statement vehicle, and wealthy buyers continue to respond enthusiastically. What's interesting about the Escalade's success is that it represents the rare exception to our reliability pattern. Despite Cadillac's historically average reliability ratings, the Escalade has carved out a unique position where its cultural cachet and status value override reliability concerns, particularly for buyers who often trade vehicles before major issues typically arise. Number 8. Ford F-450 Super Duty. 32 days supply. Heavy-duty trucks are making a strong showing on our list, with the Ford F-450 Super Duty claiming the number 8 position. With a 32-day supply, there are just 888 of these workhorses available nationwide, while 1,260 have sold in the past 45 days. Despite an average transaction price of $96,313, these commercial-grade trucks are moving quickly. The F-450's strong performance reflects both the robust health of commercial vehicle sales and Ford's dominance in the heavy-duty truck segment. Many of these purchases are driven by business needs rather than consumer preferences, making them somewhat insulated from the economic factors affecting the personal vehicle market. Tax incentives play a significant role here as well. Section 179 of the tax code allows businesses to deduct the full purchase price of qualifying equipment, including heavy-duty trucks over 6,000 pounds, from their taxes. This creates a powerful incentive for businesses to upgrade their fleets, particularly toward the end of fiscal years. Like the Escalade, the F-450 is something of an outlier in our reliability pattern, though for different reasons. In the commercial segment, vehicles are often purchased based on specific work capabilities and total cost of ownership calculations rather than consumer reliability perceptions. Number 7. Toyota RAV4, 31 days supply. Moving into the 7th position is the Toyota RAV4, one of America's best-selling vehicles overall. With a 31-day supply, there are 48,321 RAV4s available nationwide, a number that might seem large until you consider that nearly 70,000 have sold in the past 45 days. With an average transaction price of $37,540, the RAV4 hits a sweet spot of affordability, practicality, and reliability. The RAV4's presence high on this list demonstrates Toyota's remarkable ability to maintain strong sales momentum across multiple segments simultaneously. While many manufacturers struggle to achieve success in either sedans or crossovers, Toyota is dominating both categories. The RAV4's popularity stems from its reputation for bulletproof reliability, strong resale value, and a diverse lineup that includes conventional gasoline, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid variants. This allows Toyota to capture buyers across a wide spectrum of price points and priorities, from efficiency-focused consumers to those seeking more performance or luxury features. Once again, we see our reliability pattern clearly emerge. Toyota's consistent top rankings in reliability surveys directly correlate with the RAV4's sales velocity. For many buyers, the peace of mind that comes with Toyota ownership outweighs flashier designs or more feature-laden alternatives from competitors. Number 6. Toyota Camry. 28 days supply. Coming in at number 6 is another Toyota sedan, the Camry. With a 28-day supply, there are 34,864 Camrys available nationwide, while over 56,000 have sold in the past 45 days. The Camry's average transaction price of $35,000 positions it as a premium mainstream sedan that still offers strong value. Like the Corolla, the Camry defies the sedans are dead narrative that has dominated industry discussion for years. Its continued success suggests that while the overall market has shifted toward SUVs and crossovers, there remains substantial demand for well-executed sedans, particularly from brands with strong reputations for quality and reliability. The Camry's success is particularly impressive given the competitive challenges in the midsize sedan segment. While many competitors have abandoned this category entirely, Ford discontinued the Fusion, Chrysler dropped the 200, and others have reduced their sedan offerings, Toyota has continued to invest in the Camry, keeping it fresh with regular updates and a diverse powertrain lineup. Industry consultant David Chin notes, Toyota's commitment to the sedan market is paying off handsomely. While other manufacturers chased SUV profits and abandoned traditional car segments, Toyota maintained its focus on sedans. Now they're reaping the rewards with much less competition than they faced a decade ago. But more importantly, Toyota's stellar reliability reputation means consumers trust these vehicles to last 200,000 miles or more, a powerful selling point in uncertain economic times. Number 5. Toyota Corolla Cross, 28 days supply. Breaking into the top 5 is the Toyota Corolla Cross, the compact crossover that leverages the Corolla nameplate. With a 28-day supply, there are 12,470 Corolla Crosses available nationwide, while almost 20,000 have sold in the past 45 days. With an average price point of around $30,000, the Corolla Cross offers SUV styling and practicality at a relatively accessible price point. The Corolla Cross represents Toyota's savvy approach to market trends. Recognizing the shift toward crossovers, Toyota developed the Corolla Cross to capture buyers who want Corolla reliability and affordability but prefer a higher riding position and more versatile cargo space. This strategy allows Toyota to leverage the equity in the Corolla name while competing in the hottest segment of the market. What's particularly impressive about the Corolla Cross's success is that it's achieved in perhaps the most competitive segment in the industry. The compact crossover category includes dozens of strong entries from virtually every manufacturer, yet Toyota has managed to establish the Corolla Cross as a standout performer in just a few years on the market. The Corolla Cross further reinforces our reliability pattern. By extending the trusted Corolla name to a crossover, Toyota effectively transferred decades of reliability reputation to a new segment, giving buyers confidence that this relatively new model will deliver the same trouble-free ownership experience they expect from the brand. Number 4. Cadillac Escalade, 27 days supply. The standard wheelbase Cadillac Escalade claims the number 4 position with a 27-day supply. There are almost 2,000 Escalades available nationwide, yet more than 3,100 have sold in the past 45 days. Like its longer ESV sibling, the standard Escalade commands a premium price, $121,712 on average, yet continues to sell rapidly. The presence of both Escalade variants in our top 10 highlights the remarkable strength of Cadillac's flagship SUV. While many luxury vehicles struggle with slow turnover and high inventories, the Escalade has bucked this trend to become one of the hottest vehicles in America, regardless of price point. Luxury market analyst Jennifer Morris explains the Escalade's enduring appeal. The Escalade has transcended its segment to become a cultural icon. It's no longer just a luxury SUV, it's a status symbol that signifies success. less. For many wealthy consumers, there simply is no substitute, regardless of what competitors offer or how high the price climbs. Cadillac's success with the Escalade stands in stark contrast to the struggles many other luxury brands are facing. While German competitors like Audi and BMW watch their sedans languish on lots for hundreds of days, Cadillac has found a winning formula with its flagship SUV, the rare example where brand cachet and cultural significance outweigh traditional reliability considerations in driving sales velocity. Number 3. Lexus RX Hybrid, 22 days supply. Breaking into the top 3 is the first Lexus on our list, the RX Hybrid. With a 22-day supply, there are almost 2,200 RX hybrids available nationwide, while more than 4,500 have sold in the past 45 days. With an average transaction price of $63,000, the RX Hybrid represents the premium end of the mid-size luxury crossover segment. The RX Hybrid's strong performance reflects growing consumer interest in electrified luxury vehicles that don't require the lifestyle adjustments associated with fully electric models. The hybrid powertrain offers improved fuel economy and reduced emissions without range anxiety or charging infrastructure concerns. Lexus has leveraged its parent company Toyota's decades of hybrid expertise to create a lineup where electrification is a strength rather than an experiment. While many luxury competitors are struggling with their first-generation electric and hybrid offerings, the RX Hybrid benefits from Toyota's refined and proven hybrid technology. The RX Hybrid perfectly exemplifies our reliability pattern. Lexus has consistently topped reliability surveys for decades, and this reputation is particularly valuable when it comes to complex hybrid technology. Consumers trust Lexus to deliver a hybrid system that will work flawlessly for years, something they're less confident about with newer entrants to the electrification space. Number 2. Toyota Highlander, 21 days supply. The 3-row Toyota Highlander secures the number 2 position with a 21-day supply. There are 4,500 Highlanders available nationwide, while almost 10,000, 9,671 to be exact, have sold in the past 45 days. With an average transaction price of $52,000, the Highlander represents a significant investment for families seeking a reliable, spacious vehicle. The Highlander's success is particularly notable given its price point. At $52,000, it competes with entry-level luxury offerings, yet buyers are choosing the Toyota in droves. This speaks to the tremendous brand equity Toyota has built around reliability, resale value, and low cost of ownership. Family vehicle specialist Michael Thompson explains, "For many families, the Highlander represents the ideal balance of space, features, reliability, and prestige. It's expensive enough to feel special, but not so luxury branded that it seems ostentatious. And parents know they can count on it to start every morning and maintain its value when it's time to trade up." The Highlander's strong performance also reflects Toyota's manufacturing strategy. While many competitors have faced production constraints and part shortages, Toyota's supply chain management has allowed them to maintain better inventory levels for their most popular models, creating a competitive advantage in today's market. Once again, reliability drives sales velocity. Families investing over $50,000 in a vehicle they plan to keep for years prioritize dependability above all else. And Toyota's reputation in this area gives the Highlander a decisive edge over competitors. Number 1. Toyota Sienna, 20 days supply. Claiming the title of America's fastest-selling vehicle is perhaps the most surprising entry on our list. The Toyota Sienna minivan. With a 20-day supply, there are 7,500 Siennas available nationwide, while over 16,670 have sold in the past 45 days. Like the Highlander, the Sienna commands a premium price of $52,000 on average, yet buyers can't seem to get enough. The Sienna's dominance defies conventional wisdom about the declining minivan segment. While competitors like Dodge have abandoned the category entirely and others have reduced their minivan minivan focus, Toyota committed to a bold strategy by making the current generation Sienna hybrid only. This approach has paid dividends, allowing the Sienna to offer class-leading fuel economy in a segment where efficiency matters to family buyer. What's particularly noteworthy is that the 20-day supply figure likely understates the Sienna's popularity. Industry sources suggest many of the Siennas counted in current inventory are actually pre-sold units awaiting customer pickup. The true availability may be closer to a 10-day supply or less in many markets. The Sienna's success also demonstrates that American car buyers are practical when it comes to family transportation. Despite the cultural shift toward SUVs and crossovers, the minivan's superior space efficiency, ease of access, and family-friendly features continue to attract buyers who prioritize functionality over fashion. The Sienna represents the ultimate example of our reliability pattern. Families choosing a minivan are making perhaps the most pragmatic vehicle choice possible, prioritizing utility and dependability above all else. Toyota's unmatched reputation for reliability makes the Sienna the default choice in a segment where trouble-free operation is the primary consideration. Looking at our list of the 10 fastest-selling vehicles reveals an undeniable pattern. Toyota absolutely dominates the American automotive market in 2025. With 6 Toyota-branded vehicles and one from luxury division Lexus, the Japanese automaker claims 7 of the 10 hottest vehicles in the country. This level of dominance is unprecedented in recent automotive history. What makes Toyota's success particularly remarkable is its breadth across segments. From the affordable Corolla sedan to the family-oriented Sienna minivan to the premium Lexus RX hybrid, Toyota is executing at an exceptionally high level across vastly different product categories and price points. Industry analyst Robert Chin describes Toyota's position bluntly. If you owned a Toyota franchise right now, it would be like having a license to print money. Their product cadence, quality control, and production management are simply operating at a level other manufacturers can't match. While competitors struggle with either quality issues or inventory management, Toyota is excelling at both. This dominance creates a virtuous cycle for both the manufacturer and its dealers. With strong demand and controlled inventory, Toyota can maintain pricing discipline, reducing the need for profit-eroding incentives. This translates to higher margins for both the factory and dealers, allowing for continued investment in product development while delivering strong returns to shareholders and dealer principals. And at the heart of this Toyota dominance, their decades-long focus on reliability above all else. While other manufacturers chased performance, styling, or technology leadership, Toyota remained laser-focused on building vehicles that simply don't break. In 2025's uncertain economic climate, that strategy is paying unprecedented dividends. Cadillac's luxury strength. The other clear winner in our fastest-selling list is Cadillac, with both the standard Escalade and extended Escalade ESV making the top 10. This represents a remarkable turnaround for a brand that has struggled with identity and execution over the past few decades. Cadillac's success is highly concentrated in its flagship SUV, but the volume and profit margins these vehicles generate give the brand a solid foundation from which to expand. The Escalade's strong performance is particularly impressive given its 6-figure price point and the general challenges facing the luxury market. Luxury vehicle consultant Elizabeth Warren notes, "Cadillac has found its voice with the Escalade. After years of trying to beat the Germans at their own game with sports sedans, Cadillac embraced American luxury values, size, presence, comfort, and technology, and executed them flawlessly in the Escalade. The market has responded enthusiastically." Ford's commercial strength. The inclusion of the Ford F-450 Super Duty in our top 10 highlights the continued strength of America's truck leader in the commercial vehicle space. While much attention focuses on the retail market, the commercial segment represents a critical profit center for domestic manufacturers, and Ford's continued dominance here provides a solid foundation for the company. What's notable about the F-450's success is that it comes at a significantly higher price point than previous generations of heavy-duty trucks. At over $96,000 on average, these work vehicles now command luxury car prices. Yet businesses continue to invest in these tools, reflecting both the essential nature of these vehicles for many operations and the tax advantages they often provide. What this means for car shoppers. For consumers in today's market, the implications of our fastest-selling vehicle list are significant. Vehicles with low-day supply figures, like those on our list, typically command higher prices with less room for negotiation. Dealers have little incentive to discount vehicles that will sell quickly regardless. If you're shopping for one of these hot models, be prepared for limited inventory, few incentives, and potentially even dealer markups in some markets. The days of substantial discounts on these vehicles are gone, at least for now. Your best strategy may be to shop multiple dealers, be flexible on color and options, and be prepared to wait for the right vehicle. On the flip side, the polarized nature of today's market creates opportunities for buyers willing to consider less popular models. Vehicles with high day supply figures, some approaching or exceeding a full year, often come with substantial discounts and manufacturer incentives. The savings can be significant enough to make these overlooked models compelling values for shoppers willing to go against the grain. But the most important takeaway is this: reliability perception is driving market dynamics more than any other factor. Brands that have earned consumer trust through years of dependable products are thriving, while others struggle regardless of how competitive their current offerings might be on paper. What makes this market polarization particularly significant is how it's reshaping the automotive landscape. The gap between winners and losers has never been wider. While Toyota dealers struggle to keep vehicles in stock and maintain waiting lists of eager buyers, other brands are facing existential crises with inventory they can't move and dealers considering dropping their franchises altogether. This divergence isn't just a temporary market fluctuation, it represents a fundamental sorting of automotive brands into winners and losers that could reshape the industry for decades to come. Brands that consistently appear on the slow-selling list face a vicious cycle. High inventory leads to discounting, which erodes resale values, which further reduces consumer interest, leading to higher inventory, and so on. Meanwhile, brands with hot-selling models enjoy the opposite dynamic. Limited availability creates a perception of desirability, maintaining strong resale values, which increases consumer confidence, leading to sustained demand. This virtuous cycle allows successful manufacturers to be more selective in their production planning and more disciplined in their pricing. The stakes for manufacturers couldn't be higher. In an industry requiring massive capital investment for product development and manufacturing, sustained periods of slow-selling inventory can drain resources needed for future products. Several major brands now face difficult decisions about their future in the American market, with some analysts predicting consolidation or market exits in the coming years. The central role of reliability perception in this market sorting makes the challenge even more daunting for struggling brands. Reliability reputations are built over decades, not model years. Even significant quality improvements take years to change consumer perceptions. For brands currently on the wrong side of the reliability divide, the path back to market relevance may be longer and more difficult than ever before. The reliability-driven market we're seeing in 2025 represents a fundamental shift in consumer psychology. After years of pandemic disruption, supply chain challenges, and economic uncertainty, American car buyers have become intensely pragmatic. They're less influenced by marketing campaigns, less impressed by cutting-edge technology, and less willing to take chances on brands with questionable reliability histories. This shift explains why electric vehicle adoption has been so uneven across brands. While Toyota and Lexus hybrids sell briskly and certain established EV makers maintain strong demand, many legacy manufacturers' electric offerings languish on lots, despite massive investments and competitive specifications. The market is saying clearly, we trust certain brands to execute new technology reliably, and we're skeptical of others regardless of their promises. Industry consultant David Lee explains, "What we're seeing is that consumers don't buy powertrains, they buy brands. A Toyota hybrid sells quickly because shoppers trust Toyota's hybrid expertise. An electric vehicle from a brand with spotty reliability sits on the lot regardless of its technical merits because consumers fear being early adopters of complex technology from companies they don't fully trust." This reliability focus explains Toyota's remarkable dominance of the fastest-selling list. After decades of building a reputation for quality and dependability, Toyota is reaping the rewards as consumers prioritize these attributes. Their success isn't about having the flashiest designs or the most advanced technology. It's about delivering consistently on the promise of trouble-free ownership. For manufacturers on the wrong side of this divide, the challenge is existential. Building reliability reputation takes years of consistent execution, but losing it can happen much more quickly. Brands currently struggling with slow-selling inventory face difficult decisions about their future in the American market, and some may not survive this reliability reckoning. Remember those dealerships we mentioned at the beginning, the ones where vehicles fly off the lot almost as soon as they arrive? Now you know exactly which models they're selling and why they're so hot. In a market more polarized than ever, understanding what drives consumer preferences has never been more valuable. As we move through 2025, the contrast between automotive winners and losers will likely grow even starker. The brands that have earned consumer trust through years of reliable products are thriving, while others struggle to overcome reputational challenges regardless of their current product quality. For car shoppers, this creates both challenges and opportunities. The vehicles on our fastest-selling list will remain difficult to find and command premium prices. But for those willing to look beyond the hottest models, significant values await on the other side of the market, particularly for those who do their research on actual reliability rather than relying solely on brand perception. The lesson is clear. When money's tight, Americans don't buy hype, they buy trust. In 2025, buyers aren't just choosing cars, they're choosing which brands live or die.